Forget the academies. Forget the hype machines. Forget Messi at 16 or Rooney at 17. Ethan's story is born of dusty pitches, relentless passion, and a talent so raw, so untamed, it's like watching a supernova explode in the midfield. In this video, we're diving headfirst into the whirlwind that is Ethan Nwaneri. We're uncovering 6 mind-blowing facts that'll leave you speechless, and we're exploring how this young prodigy is not just changing the game, but inspiring a generation of dreamers. So, buckle up, football fanatics, because we're about to embark on a journey where age is just a number, talent defies logic, and the impossible is just a well-placed pass away. This is Ethan Nwaneri, and he's here to rewrite the future of football, one dizzying dribble at a time. Fact number 1, 15-year-old earthquake. The Emirates stadium was buzzing. The late afternoon sun cast long shadows across the pitch, painting the stands a mosaic of anticipation. Arsenal, down a goal, needed a spark. Then the announcement crackled through the speakers, number 87, Ethan Nwaneri. A hush fell over the crowd. No one blinked. Had they misheard? 87? Who was 87? Then a skinny figure emerged from the tunnel, the collar of his shirt dwarfed by his youthful face. He wasn't just young. He was barely a teenager, a schoolboy drafted into a Premier League war. The murmur of confusion morphed into a collective gasp. This wasn't just a debut. It was an earthquake. At 15 years, 5 months, and 28 days, Ethan Nwaneri wasn't just replacing a seasoned pro. He was obliterating the record books, rewriting the very definition of prodigy. The seasoned player he replaced trudged off, a mixture of awe and disbelief etched on his face. He'd seen Wonder Kids, sure, but nothing like this. This was a supernova, a footballing black hole sucking in expectations and spitting out possibilities that defied logic. The first touch was electric, a feathery pass weighted to perfection, finding its target like a homing missile. The crowd, still stunned, erupted. This wasn't a nervous schoolboy. This was a Maestro conducting the orchestra of the pitch with the audacity of a seasoned veteran. His every move was a defiance of his age. He danced past defenders like they were holograms, his feet a blur of impossible angles and deft flicks. His vision, honed on dusty school pitches, dissected defenses with laser-guided precision. He was a hurricane in miniature, leaving seasoned professionals gasping in his wake. With each touch, the impossible became inevitable. The record books, once stoic and unyielding, started to crumble. Pundits' mouths agape, scrambled to find comparisons. Messi at 16, too pedestrian. Rooney at 17. Not even close. Ethan Nwaneri was in a league of his own, a one-man anomaly rewriting the narrative of football history. And the Emirates. It became a cauldron of raw emotion. Awe turned to disbelief, disbelief to exhilaration, and finally, a deafening roar that seemed to shake the very foundations of the stadium. This wasn't just a football match, it was a coronation, a witnessing of the birth of a legend. Ethan Nwaneri, the schoolboy who defied the odds, the teenager who rewrote the rules, the supernova who ignited a stadium and the footballing world with his audacity. He wasn't just a debutante. He was a revolution, a living, breathing testament to the boundless potential that lies dormant within every kid, with a ball at their feet and a dream in their heart. And as the final whistle blew, the echoes of that roar reverberated long after the crowd had dispersed. They were the echoes of a new era, an era where age was just a number, and the impossible was merely a prelude to the magic that Ethan Nwaneri was about to unleash. Fact number 2, Dust Devils to Diamond Lights. Ethan Nwaneri's rise to footballing fame isn't your typical Disney movie script. Forget skipping grades and dominating school teams. This kid was weaving magic on concrete playgrounds, his fancy footwork raising dust devils instead of stadium roars. Remember those lunchtime kickabouts where you dream of scoring under the floodlights? For Ethan, that dream skipped puberty and fast-tracked him straight to the Emirates' emerald expanse. One moment he's dodging rogue elbows and playground politics. The next, he's trading tackles with seasoned pros. His boots whispering apologies on the pristine turf. The roar that used to greet his nutmeg in the schoolyard is now a symphony of 60,000 voices, their collective gasp echoing off the stadium walls as he slices through the defense like a phantom dribbler. Think about it. Swapping shin guards for shin splints, the smell of freshly cut grass replacing the dusty haze of scraped knees. Imagine trading playground banter for tactical instructions from a man who once shared the pitch with legends like Bergkamp and Henry. It's a mind-boggling upgrade, a Cinderella story rewritten with a football instead of a glass slipper. Ethan's ascent isn't just about the pitch. It's about the power of raw talent defying the tyranny of age. He's a walking middle finger to the doubters, a living testament that sometimes the greatest diamonds are found not in polished academies, but in the rough and tumble of the schoolyard, where dreams are scribbled on cracked asphalt and scraped knees become badges of honor. Fact number 3, 15-year-old Maestro. Forget tackles. Ethan Nwaneri glides past defenders like they're wispy holograms projected onto the pitch. He weaves through them with the grace of a ballet dancer, leaving them dazed and confused, questioning the very fabric of reality. Think Messi's dribbling was mesmerizing. Wait till you see Ethan leave seasoned professionals clutching at thin air, their legs tangled in a pretzel of despair. He's like a human pinball, ricocheting off defenders with impossible agility. Always one step ahead, always leaving them grasping at shadows. His vision, it's like he has a third eye, a tactical oracle whispering secrets in his ear. He threads passes through the narrowest of gaps, splitting defenses like a magician, sawing a woman in half. The ball arrives at teammates' feet with the precision of a laser-guided missile, leaving them with the easiest tap-ins of their lives. He's not just gifted, he's an anomaly. A 15-year-old playing against grown men dictating the tempo of the game, orchestrating attacks like a seasoned Maestro. He's the footballing equivalent of Mozart, composing symphonies with his feet, leaving the crowd breathless with every flick and turn. Watching him play is like witnessing the future unfold. It's like peering into a crystal ball and seeing the next great midfielder, the one who'll rewrite records and leave defenders speechless for years to come. Fact number 4, Chalkboard to Cleats. Ethan Nwaneri's life is a whirlwind two-step, a frenetic ballet between classrooms and football pitches. He's juggling textbooks and tackles, equations and elasticos, pop quizzes, and Premier League pressure. It's enough to give any headmaster a migraine, but for Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta, it's a beautiful, chaotic symphony. Imagine Mr. Smith, Ethan's headmaster, pacing his office, phone glued to his ear. Another misclass, Ethan, but Arsenal, he splutters, his voice a mix of exasperation and begrudging admiration. He scans the latest permission slip, his eyes widening at the destination. Emirates Stadium. Meanwhile, miles away, Arteta is grinning like a kid in a candy store. He watches Ethan weave through defenders like a phantom. The ball glued to his feet like a phantom. The ball glued to his feet like a loyal puppy. He's a magician, Arteta whispers, a mischievous twinkle in his eyes. This isn't just the story of a talented teenager, it's a clash of worlds. Ethan's playground isn't just the dusty schoolyard. It's the hallowed turf of the Emirates. He swaps textbooks for tactics boards, classrooms for locker rooms, teachers for legendary coaches. It's a head-spinning whirlwind, a logistical nightmare, a dance on the tightrope between education and footballing ecstasy. Ethan, with the quiet confidence of a seasoned veteran, takes it all in stride. He knows his priorities, School in the morning, magic on the pitch in the afternoon. He's got the time management skills of a CEO, the focus of a laser, and the hunger of 1,000 lions. Mr. Smith might be pulling his hair out, but deep down he knows he's witnessing something special. He's seen the glint in Ethan's eyes, the unwavering focus beneath the mop of hair, the dedication that burns brighter than any detention slip. He knows that sometimes greatness demands a little chaos. And Arteta. He's rubbing his hands with glee, already picturing the future. He sees Ethan not as a schoolboy in borrowed boots, but as a midfield maestro dictating the tempo of games, leaving defenses in his wake, a legend in the making. Ethan Nwaneri's two-step is a testament to the extraordinary. It's a story of raw talent defying age, of a headmaster's headache morphing into a manager's dream, a reminder that sometimes the greatest magic happens when the classroom door swings open onto the emerald expanse of a football pitch. Fact number 5. Next midfield maestro? Ethan's dazzling footwork, pinpoint passes, and visionary play draw comparisons to legends like Scholes, Fabregas, and Xavi. But is he just hype or the real deal? Ethan's got moves that would make Scholes proud. Gliding past defenders with ghost-like ease. His ball control is silky smooth, every touch a caress, every turn a brushstroke of brilliance. His vision? Uncanny. He sees passes that others wouldn't dare dream of, splitting defenses with laser-guided precision. Comparisons to Fabregas. Not a stretch. Ethan's got that youthful exuberance, that relentless energy that drives him through tackles and ignites attacks. He dictates the tempo like a maestro, his every touch a note in a symphony of footballing brilliance. And Xavi, the puppet master. Ethan's got that knack for controlling the game, pulling the strings and making his teammates dance. His understanding of space, his ability to anticipate moves before they happen, it's uncanny, almost preternatural. Comparisons are tricky. These legends are etched in history. Ethan's just started a blank page in the game's grand notebook. But the whispers, the comparisons, they're not just noise. They're recognition of raw talent. A diamond that could be the next midfield jewel. Will he be the next Scholes, Fabregas, Xavi? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, he's got the talent, the vision, and the audacity to make the doubters eat their words. He's not just a schoolboy making headlines, he's a glimpse into the future. A reminder that greatness doesn't wear a crown, it wears borrowed boots and dreams, big enough to fill the biggest stadiums. Fact number 6. From dusty pitches to Premier League dreams, Ethan Nwaneri isn't just rewriting football records, he's rewriting reality. This 15-year-old prodigy isn't just the youngest Premier League player ever. He's a symbol of hope, a middle finger to doubters, and a living, breathing yes to dreamers. Imagine dusty schoolyard pitches morphing into the Emirates, playground shouts replaced by roaring crowds. That's Ethan's reality. He's traded scraped knees for tackles from seasoned pros, playground banter for tactical instructions from Mikel Arteta himself. His talent is outrageous. He glides past defenders like ghosts, threads passes that split defenses like lasers, and possesses vision that would make veterans weep. He's footballing Mozart, composing symphonies with his feet, leaving fans breathless. Sure, school officials clutch their heads, but for Arteta, it's a dream come true. He sees a future legend, a blank canvas waiting for goals and glory. Comparisons to Scholes, Fabregas, Xavi, they're whispers for a reason. Ethan isn't just playing. He's rewriting narratives, proving age is just a number. Ethan's story isn't just his. It's a beacon for every kid with a tattered ball and a head full of impossible dreams. He's proof that dusty pitches can birth world beaters, that backyard games can be stepping stones to the Emirates, and that even the most outrageous goals can be achieved. So, Remember Ethan when you see kids juggling a ball. Remember that age is just a hurdle, not a barrier. Every playground dribble could be the start of an extraordinary journey. He's not just a 15-year-old footballer. He's a testament to the power of dreams, a champion for young hearts, and a living reminder that the impossible is just one audacious step away. Don't forget to subscribe for more football stories about the game's biggest stars and the rising talents who are set to take over the world. And let us know in the comments below, what do you think Ethan Nwaneri will achieve in his career? Will he become a Premier League legend? Share your predictions.